Hello, algebra students. Mr. Laurence here, and we will graph parabolas today. To graph the parabola, we will use the quadratic formula. X equal negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, to graph parabola, multiple steps. Not hard, but lots of steps. First, we use discriminant. Remember discriminant? Discriminant, where are you? Discriminant b squared minus 4ac. Discriminant, tell me how many solutions, how many x-intercepts, how many zeros, right? Remember, b squared minus 4ac greater than 0 means two solutions or two zeros. Okay, b squared minus 4ac equals 0 means 1 0. One solution, one x-intercept. And when b squared minus 4ac less than 0, no zeros. Parabola does not touch x-axis. Okay, so let's look at first equation here. Okay, a, b, c is yes for 4, negative 3. I go to b squared minus 4ac. B squared, use parentheses, minus 4ac. 16 plus 16 times 3, 12 times 4, 48. And I think I get 64. Yes, 64. Two zeros. Two zeros. Yes. Now I go find zeros. Okay, so find zeros, I use whole quadratic formula. X equal negative b plus or minus square root of discriminant all over 2a. Start simplifying. Silly Mr. Laurence, I know square root of 64. 8 over 8. So, first zero, negative 4 plus 8 is 4 over 8, which is 1 half. 0 occur at 1 half 0. 1 half 0, right about there. I better label. 1 half 0. Okay. Second zero. X equal negative 4 minus 8, which negative 12 over 8. Simplify, always simplify, which equals negative 1 and a half. So 0, second zero at negative 1 and a half. 0. So negative 1 and a half, 1, right about there. Better label. Label. You heard that, Colin? You label. Yes, label. Caitlin, label. Okay. Now we have two zeros, but we need vertex. Vertex, very important. Vertex, very important. Highest or lowest point. Vertex is the highest or lowest point on parabola. Not parabola, parabola. Okay, highest point would be like that. Zoop. Lowest point would be like that. Zoop. Okay, so x coordinate of vertex, easy. X coordinate of vertex, easy. Right here. X coordinate of vertex, right there. Negative b over 2a. X coordinate of vertex. Now y coordinate. X coordinate of vertex, easy. So let's see. X coordinate of vertex. X equal negative b. Negative b. Oh, stop moving. Negative 4 over 2a, which I believe is 8. X coordinate of vertex, negative 1 half. Yeah. Prove it to you. Symmetry. Parabola is very symmetric. Very symmetric. Okay. This is 1/2. This is -1.5. We're midpoint. We're midpoint between -1.5 and a half. We're midpoint. You tell me. Come on, tell me. Sean, we're midpoint. -1.5 and then 1/2. Midpoint. Add together, divide by 2. Add together, get -1. Divide by 2, get -1/2. Midpoint at -1/2. Coincidence? No. No coincidence. Midpoint. X-coordinate, a vertex. Midpoint between zeros, if there are 2 zeros. If there are not 2 zeros, you can't do it that way. Okay, so how we get y-coordinate? Well, that's the x-coordinate, right? We go back to equation. Equation is y equals 4x squared plus 4x minus 3. Is that right? Is that the equation? That is the equation. Well, to get y-coordinate of vertex, I plug in -1/2. In for x. Now, okay to go to graphing calculator to help me do this. Long problem, lots of work. No problem getting graphing calculator. Hold on, let me clear that out. Let me go here. Okay, and so it's 4 negative, and I'll just use decimal because it's easier. Okay, plus 4 using -0.541/2 and then minus 3. Ready? Drum roll. Y-coordinate of vertex is -4. -4. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. So that means y equal -4. So vertex occur at -1/2, -4. Go up to graph. Go up to graph. Oh, stop moving. Stop moving. You'll move too much. Move too much. Let's see. Okay, so go to -1/2 and down to -4. Y-coordinate of the vertex. -1/2, -4. Ready to draw parabola. Ready to draw. Okay. Oop. No wiggle there. No wiggle. Hard to draw parabola on airliner. No wiggles. No wiggles. Okay, enough of that. All right, to show you how it would truly look on a graphing calculator. Okay, let's go ahead and put the equation in. And so I'm going to go y equals 4x squared plus 4x. Oh dear. X squared. What is going on there? Y equals 4x. I'm having some problems here. 4. There we go. X squared. There we go. Plus 4x minus 3. And so when I graph that, there it comes. Okay, now remember, I thought the vertex was at -1/2, right? So -0.5. Come on. It's like it's stuck. There we go. And there we are, -4. There's the vertex, the lowest point. So what did I do? The first thing I did was find how many zeros there were by using the discriminant. Then I went ahead and found the actual zeros by using the entire quadratic formula. Finally, I found the x-coordinate of the vertex, by taking negative b over 2a, and then getting that number, plugging it into the into the original equation, and this told me the y-coordinate of the vertex. So we're going to run through another one a little bit quicker here. Let's say we had y equals, I don't know, let's go with x squared minus 2x minus 15, right? Negative 5 plus 3, yeah, that should work. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, ABC, right? 1, negative 2, negative 15. All right, now I go to my discriminant, so I do the b squared minus 4ac. That's going to be 4 plus 60. It's just a coincidence that I got 64 again. It's just a coincidence. You won't always get 64. Made this equation up off the top of my head. All right, so now I know there are two zeros because this is positive, right? This is my discriminant. So now I go finding the two zeros. So I need the negative of b plus or minus the square root of the discriminant all over 2a. Okay, so that's going to be 2 plus or minus 8 over 2. So the first zero will be 2 plus 8, which is 10 over 2, which of course is 5. So 5, 0 is the first 0. And then the second 0 will be at 2 minus 8, which would be negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. Negative 3, 0. Okay, so I've got my two zeros. Get some graph paper out here. Okay, so these two zeros are occurring at 5, 0, which is right there, and negative 3, 0, which is right there. Now I go finding the x-coordinate of the vertex. Well, I do that by taking negative b over 2a, which is going to be 2. So the x-coordinate of the vertex is 1. Hey, by the way, what's the midpoint between negative 3 and 5? Well, negative 3 plus 5 is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So you see it's midway between because of symmetry. Okay, so now to find the y-coordinate, I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to go y equals 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 15. So then y is going to equal 1 minus 2 minus 15. And then y is going to equal negative 16, right? So the vertex is going to be at 1, negative 16. So I'm going to run off the graph, but that's okay. 1, that's 10, and maybe 14, 15, 16, something like that. So I'm going to go label. Now I didn't have to label these because there are labels, see the 2, 4, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the parabola. And like I said, with the airliner, it's tricky. I totally missed that point. I apologize. I can do it in class on the airline or on the smartboard so much better. And then I'm going to clone and flip it. Okay, and so it's going to look something like this, except it won't be that little crossy thing down there. It'll have to be a nice pretty U. And so I'll try to clean that up. Okay, it looks more like a V, but it is a U. All right, so that's going to be it for the video for tonight. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.